They said it could not be done. They said it was designed for tanks. They said I could not make it smaller and more accurate. They were wrong.
I used to be undercover. I did time. I had to deal drugs. I even had to kill. And I was so good at it that it got me a promotion.
Keep an eye out for contacts. Eyes open.
Tango spotted. Enemy contact.
Ready for company. Deploying welcome mat. Hostiles in my sight!
Tango spotted. Mounting rifle shield.
Alive.
Yeah, that Welsh thing from 2 years ago.
I cast it recently. It's not 2 years ago. I
Well, for
know.
me, it's 2 years. I don't care. It's just, I've seen many people come and go, but none ever reoccurring.
Yeah, I get what you
Anyway. We're obviously gathered here for one thing tonight, and that's gonna be the showdown between the two teams of Feria de Malaga versus Jobless. And well, this is championship series. This means me and Blix are gonna be tortured for at least 2 maps.
At
Yeah, who would
least,
have guessed?
at least they're really obscure and very rarely occurring maps, right? So we are going to start off the maps with Clubhouse. You know, we never ever see that being played in competitive.
No,
Honestly, I think this is the
no,
first time
no.
I ever casted this map.
No,
Sarcasm, by the way.
it's not as if we had seasons of Clubhouse. No. That's just
Yeah.
complete myth.
where we will see Jobless starting on the defensive side. And how am I going to pronounce the other name? Just double correct me here. Is it Feria de Malaga?
Yep.
I'll just say
Feria de
Malaga.
Malaga.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
just
yeah,
place
yeah.
this to
Malaga,
Malaga.
this
Malaga will be starting
thing.
on the attack, whereas we'll move on to Cafe as the second map of this game, where we'll see Jobless going on the defensive side, and Malaga, therefore. Oh, sorry. Around. Jobless on the attacking side. I'm tired, allow it. You get the gist of what I'm trying to say. And then Bank will be the deciding map with sides undecided yet. But we will see if it gets to that at any point. That'll be exciting. I don't cast Bank very often. Serious.
Well, that's rare.
It is very rare.
That is also rare is that we actually start on time because, well, as per usual, we're already like, I don't know, 15 minutes already way too late. So,
Oh, well, yeah.
yeah, we'll just gotta wait down for the confirmation of Jobless,
Wait,
and
this
then we
is
can
Fast and
finally
Furious.
get things rolling onto Clubhouse, and then we're good to go up on this one. But yeah, speaking of, let's talk about a little bit of the teams until we have so much time. So basically, for anyone that may be confused, Feria de Malaga is maybe a team you may have heard of, and that was actually Praetorian from last season. So at least that's gonna be at least known. But both teams are ready. That means we're not gonna waste any much more time. Let's go in and let's get it over with.
Exciting stuff.
Yeah.
It's on my main screen.
Damn. This is how you know it's exciting when Blixby moves it from a second screen to a main screen. The game.
I know.
This is a sign that she doesn't ignore this game. What's gonna be shown up hand for once.
I am actually quite excited for this. I've casted Jobless previously this season, and they have been quite an enjoyable match. You know, I've not managed to cast Malaga yet, but they have done very well in their standings, so that this should be a very exciting game to watch. I mean, I'm not really sure what to expect. From what I've seen from Jobless, they don't tend to take things seriously, but somehow do well at the same time. But that was in the minors, so who knows if it'll go as well as through into challenges. And I'm not even going to touch on the Thatcher ban, because that just does not need to be discussed at this point, and the Nook ban coming out secondary from the side of Malaga, which is an interesting ban, but I suppose it can make sense, especially if you're planning to play for a heavy intel on the defensive side. Nook can kind of be annoying for that. She's got good nades. That's about all I can say for that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no worries.
Interesting bans for a clubhouse, though, I'll be honest. I don't usually see a Nook ban on the club, but I'm not going to judge it. The Kai ban, pretty standard, especially with the Thatcher ban coming through. It kind of goes hand in hand.
The only thing I'm not wondering is, like, why was Maverick banned?
Yeah, it is obscure, but I suppose it is Clubhouse with so many Heartbreaches and the Heartbreach devices now involved.
It might be me, who is such an old piece of shit, who's just been sitting there now for God fucking knows, and still has PTSD from whatever happened at DreamHack and Rotterdam. But, like, come on. It's sort of like, if you already go to big points down and ban everything, at least then make it Thatcher, make it Maverick, make it Cape, make it Mira, to basically make me mentally tap out of it.
I mean, the Nook ban is the only obscure one here. I wouldn't, honestly, personally, I wouldn't go for a Maverick ban on here either. I typically, personally, go for like a Habana ban on Clubhouse. I see that's quite common as well, especially since her changes a couple seasons back, and she makes actually really strong opening hatches, etc. But forwards, we have actually now begun the round, and on the attacker side, we can see the double Heartbreach here, as well as the Buck, the Lion, and the Ash. Nothing too obscure here. We've got, the two soft breach, two hard breach, and Lion. I mean, that tends to be your typical lineup for a Clubhouse attack. On the defensive side, we do see them going bedroom first. Interesting. Is it bedroom? Or where are we? Sorry. We're below. We're in bar stock as a first.
We're on the complete obscure way.
I mean,
we have thrown every sense of logic out of the window.
It is Jobless, from what I know from some of the previous players. Bar stock is a classic for them, so I do have high hopes for this defensive. And ever since obviously the Clubhouse unit, bar stock has become more viable of a site, but we still don't see it very frequently. It is the off-site still, but I have high hopes. I have high hopes.
Yeah, for anyone wondering why Jobless is running Myth Clan Tech, they've actually been picked up by MIF. It's a Dutch esports organization. And why the fuck do I know this? Well, I am in Call of Duty and they had a Call of Duty team, which basically, as per usual, because the scene is basically what's happening now to Siege now. Obviously, you know, throw it out of the window. But let's see whether the recently jobless people are going to be able to stay on the contract or not. It's going to be decided right now, and I believe with Jibo doing the first kill with the Nitro, he's going to do a very well job in keeping them employed.
Oh, yeah, first pick going to the side of Jobless. Does leaving the benefit here. I mean, in a minute, we've got a minute off the board already. It is looking pretty good for them, but it can still go either way. It's too early yet to make any sort of predictions. And basically on the pushes, I'm not really sure we're going to get into the site until the last 30 seconds. It's going quite slowly here for the side of Malaga. I'm not going to lie to you. We've still got the defensive on very strong positions. And I mean, you know, we do see that Ash now making quite a bit of a dominance here, but not much being done as well at the same time.
Well, that's gonna be fine because, well, better maybe just stay alive and not gonna get yourself already immediately taken out and going a bit too early. But by the looks of it, well, it definitely appears to be that, well, let's just call him FDM. Makes it easier. The FDM is kind of like stuck right now. They don't really seem to advance much. I mean, we got Forever finally now in the kitchen, and that lion called in yielding well. It actually went on reverse. Oh, free kill spree by Jobless, making it go. And look at his shot of finishing off. And what better ways can you start with a flawless, man?
That is such a quick ending. I'll be honest with you there, I was feeling Jobless that round just purely on the fact that you did see the FDM stutter a little bit on their initial push. They had that intel going through, they knew there was somebody on the room, but instead of trying to clear anybody out, they decided just to kind of funnel themselves out at one hallway. I'm going to guess there's a missed input coming out from one of the attackers there, because they were way too confident on that push, all funneling in at the exact same time. I suppose the mentality of they can't kill all of us, but I suppose they can.
One thing everyone seems to forget, how to win rounds, basically just need to pretty much kill everyone and get about the bomb. Nobody needs that thing.
Well, I mean, attack side, nothing much different other than Lion swapping onto the sledge. This could be a big pick. I don't think Lion had much use in that previous round.
Yeah, I think it actually worked the reverse. As soon as the call came in, there was like, which is gonna use the ping, pushed them and forced them to challenge us. Pretty much done the most biggest ballsy move ever and just winged it. And, well,
I mean, this is a pretty ballsy move. They got barrage open.
5 seconds left.
Interesting. Is this just a whole SSG Rome kind of strat going on?
Well, no, because we would then see at least like a Mazi.
True. It's a better version though. We got a full Rome strat, and that was typically
that's so proof. Like... the proof that I still was a coach in nationals and got people to Challenger League. If you have like SSG Rome strat, just go straight down the stock hedge. But I don't think it's needed anymore. One is taken out. Go is taken out. FDM doing a great job by at least giving himself the medicine. Would you look at this? Just 40 seconds, they already took out 2 of them.
So I don't recall the sledge using shotgun. I love that. I respect that. I don't see that very frequently. Honestly, this game has already been so exciting for me. We see fast up first, we see our full roam strategy going over bottom floor. This is so obscure for what I've been casting recently. Very exciting, very exciting. I mean, we're a minute down on the board and already it's hopefully looking in favour of FDM. There's some shots going out. I don't believe anything actually landed though. We have some good control from both teams so far. I don't know. This is.
Well, right now we're pretty much sitting at a standoff here, as neither Baba and neither Swarm is gonna bid out, but you see Jibo, he is there, he's sneaking, he's gonna actually win out the fight against Forever, but that means he's gonna get a push from Baba and he is gonna be able to survive, and Slayers from leaves it nothing open.
Oh my. was
Hey,
a nice
they
cleanup
know
from
where they
Jobless.
want to go, and they pretty much have the either the courage or the confidence or the pure stupidity to just challenge them and win it.
I'll be honest, FDM have the opposite problem I typically see in these kind of games. Typically, I'm seeing.
They're playing slow. They're playing
I mean,
slow.
no,
They're
usually I'm seeing
calculated.
teams play really slowly up until the last like 30 seconds and there's nothing time left. But we're seeing FDM, they're playing slow, playing football. They're getting that control, they're getting the early picks, they're getting the intel through. And they're playing on it, but unfortunately they're not getting the frags that they are just losing gunfights here. So I am seeing very good strategy coming up from FDM. Like, you know, you can tell they're playing off each other pretty well, but unfortunately, I guess they are just winning the gunfights. There's nothing else to it so far. Everything else seems to be in order. I mean, potentially they could try playing more together. They are going very strong, like very split up at the moment. I believe every fight we've seen so far has been like a 1v1 or a 2v1 for the side of Jobless. Like, they're just pushing themselves into these crossfires that they should really not be in. I'm not seeing anyone almost pushing together. They're just letting these ones happen. No one's going in for the refrags, and that seems to be the fault here for FDM. Whereas Jobless are just able to play back to back. They're swinging things like actual crazy people.
Here's the thing. They got time to actually dial into Jobless, see how they're gonna play, see all this stuff. And they should have probably learned by now, because these people will just go at it regardless. Exactly. If they know you're there, they'll just go at it. So why not actually bait them out? Put it in a position where at least you're going to be able to get the refrag at least in. You know, to level out the playing field. Just pretty much lure them into a sort of like, oh, there's got to pretty much bait them out, getting them into a position where they're going to cap us up. But no, they still want to go that methodic plan. They still want to, I mean, in one way, they're actually playing how it should supposed to be. You know, get the objectives, get the control and clearance and stuff. But you know, if there's someone like Jibo out there taking out forever because he just finds it taking out the piss out of them, they don't have anything to counter. They don't have anything to bounce back upon, because essentially they're relying on pretty much everyone on their roster to do the straight form. And I mean, right now they've been slowing down heavily just by losing the Iana.
Absolutely. I mean, if FDM have done any sort of prior knowledge to this game, they would know.
Finally, the bounce back!
I'm saying they would know that Myth don't play anything seriously. They're a very aggressive team, and just then we just saw an exact example of it. If they push strong against a strong team, it works out, and they were able to do it just there, getting like the kills through. Even without their Ayana on board, I mean, it's looking great for them right now. It's a 4v1 situation. My god, a minute 15 on the board. They have so much time to play with. This alibi. Oh, that's so unfortunate.
That's exactly what they need. Take their aggressive out.
This is the confidence boost they need. Absolutely.
Just slow them down completely. Just pull the rug underneath the floor away, and then that's it. Look.
Wonderful. I mean, completely scrapped what I was trying to say. But hey, I'll take it. I'll take some good gameplay over me trying to criticize people. I like it.
See, that's the best part. None of them hear us. If they ever gonna
Attackers
watch
need to
back.
locate and defuse as many bombs.
Boy.
No one watches back. It's fine.
No one.
I mean,
they all have us on mute either way.
I do love the use of the Warden and the Oryx. I mean, I can't say much on that. I'm too low a rank to understand this big brain play, but
yeah, my knowledge is based out of stuff from when Siege used to be
good.
Yeah.
Realistic.
Yeah. Oh dear lord.
When it used to get more views than Overwatch on Twitch for chance.
I swear to God, I see like a debate on Twitter. Literally sound like Siege is the best form of the Pride, and I can tell you there was the whole feed was like divided between the people saying like, you guys are talking absolute bullshit. It is in the worst state ever. Like, scene has died. Whatever. Like all the laws and crap and all the changes and all this psychotic balancing and all this kind of stuff has ruined it for a worse. What's all to say? It is greatest mind. It is great shape of form. Whatever.
Hang on. So ruining your stunner here, but we are 30 seconds into the round, and we do already have the opening pick, so we can continue this ramble post round. But we do have Elliot Rooney off the board ready. I mean, FDM stepping their game up a little bit here. They have control. They've got intel. They've got the opening pick. Will they get the round though? Here's another question.
Well, they definitely are angry that they pretty much lost those 2 rounds in such a shameful way, so they just gonna go out there pretty much prove like, you ain't gonna mess with us anymore.
They have the second pick as well.
We're not finished yet, but now we got it!
There we go. I mean, they have, almost, I believe, full top floor control now. Is it the shooter's teammate? No,
No, not quite yet. Like, we're not here out to call out any stupid things, but we're gonna call out a Evo and Sugar fighting. Sugar goes down. The Bomber takes it, but he's gonna lose out on that as well. I'm dying. Great. I like the rest of it, but Evo's still over there, but I believe he's managed to lure everyone else away, which pretty much leaves him and Nuxus trying to defend the rest of the side, and if they're gonna do it smartly,
I mean, the Valkyrie's pretty stuck over my strip at the moment.
Yeah, but then again, this is someone who's ain't gonna back down onto a fight, so...
I mean, absolutely, but the pressure
like
is clearly getting to them.
I mean, you got like a quarter tiger, but there you go, Forever goes out on the hunting trip, and he's gonna be able to claim a trophy. That's gonna leave Nuxus out there, and there's 1 minute, so... FDM, they can take their time now, they can try to focus on the plan and get themselves in a position where they can easily pick off Nuxus unless he's gonna decide to go big, and well, he's gonna go for the roll! Bomber's gonna go down swiftly out, no! Bombi got him right there.
So sad. I mean, very fortunate for the attacking team. I completely caught myself words there. But that was a great
English
move of control.
You know,
it's hard.
especially for
I'll use that excuse.
Well,
But hey, on the topic of, Siege seems to be not doing as great as it was. Do you know what could potentially bring Siege back is the Titan series coming through. So qualifier signups are for now. For anybody interested, you can go on the Twitter, through the Discord, all published everywhere. Titan series will pop off with some amazing teams coming through, a great prize pool, and some great opportunities. And I will be casting.
The most shameless plug-in you could have done. But yeah, for anyone who has missed the announcement, well, we got some heavy hitter teams joining Titan series, and how about let's remind ourselves on who's going to be joining on this.
We've got quite a few. We've got TC9. We've got Heroic, I believe, as well. We've got Koi. We got I think Esports are playing. We got X10 Star as well. I'm trying to remember who else. We've got some other new teams, some already pretty good existing teams, some other good names.
Basically, if you want to find it back, it's obviously on the Twitter at Talent Lake Rainbow 6, or excuse me, Talent Rainbow 6. You're gonna be able to look up a bit of the announcement on pretty much which teams are joining and also which players are joining. Meaning you might gonna be able to find your most favorite player perhaps in there joining. But yeah, like I said, we got some pretty heavy hitters in there, and they're literally from tier 1. It's Koi, it's X10 Star.
Yeah. Okay, we should keep going for the cast though, because that promo took way too long and Swarm has already been taken down, which is
Hey, got us for the prep phase!
Hey guys, for the prep phase! Hey, there's not really much to discuss on the sides of the operator pick here. On the attacker side, always is the same for Clubhouse Shield Series, but I will say the defensive side has been a bit interesting here, but nothing as well too out of the ordinary. They seem to be very standardized for Jobless at the moment. Do you call them Jobless or do you call them Myth? I'm not really sure.
Oh, the SMG-12 uncontrollable! An easy pick missed out right there, and actually gonna take it out. Swarm gonna do it, Slayers as well. Ruffle's gonna fight back, takes out Swarm. Shots are flying in, Gmo does it from underneath the hatch. And boy, did this just fall down quickly altogether.
This turn of events, I only thought that the balls that Dokkaebi had jumping into the window, get that phone call through the intel, swings the door with absolutely no pre-fire knowledge. Really unfortunate, but I like the confidence. I like the confidence coming from FDM. Absolutely, looking so much smoother than they did the first 2 rounds, and I honestly think they could pull this back. It is a 2v4 situation, but they still have 1 minute 10 left on the board. It could still go either way. We have with the attackers quite a good amount of control here, with quite a good knowledge of where the remaining defenders are as
Attackers
well.
have recovered their diffuser.
We still have 3 drones in pocket. We have 3 flashbangs as well. This could be a pullback.
FDM trying to beat fire with fire. And it's working, but it's also taking its limits, as you can
Well,
see.
that's not fire they're fighting.
And then look on your left, you got some
A bomb has
visitors.
been
Well,
located.
should have listened to me.
Yeah.
That's your own fault there.
Hey, 1v3 now. We get to pick onto Slayers. Well, never mind. I was gonna say here we go, but defenders do manage to take that round and put it at 3-2 for the side of Jobless. And it's looking very tight. It's looking very tight. I mean, we're seeing very, very diverse methods of gameplay here. I mean, Jobless still playing as aggressive and that strategic at the same time as ever. Nothing new there. And FDM, you know, they're playing methodically, they're playing smart, but I feel like they are just lacking those key bits of they're just not winning their gunfights. They're taking the gunfights they can't win.
I mean, how to say, like, they've now seen what Jobless is doing, so they are adapting to it, but
Yeah.
that's just like, yeah, you have moments where, yeah, that they definitely quite a lot more play into them, but also, like last one, you see, like, the kind of, like, second guessing that keeps them back, and well, if you're doing something, you just gotta go with it. Whether it's the right decision or not, you know, in hindsight, but at that moment, it is always the right decision.
I mean, they've got a good use of the time, they've got a good use of utility and information and all that kind of stuff.
10 seconds to
They've
go.
definitely got all the elements here, but I'm seeing the same constant thing of they're just swinging at the crossfires, which is unfortunate. I think they get.
Attackers
They're getting that
have
extra
located a bomb
confidence
and
boost,
defused it.
knowing they've got this control, they've got this knowledge, and then going in with some crazy Mad Hatter thing going on. And they have them. It is really close. It's 2-3. Every round has gone so unknowingly for the first like 2 minutes of the round, so it could go either way. I'm still too early on to try and get a prediction.
How to say, I love those matches because, frankly, if I'm just gonna sit through like pretty much knowing the end of the story and like the way it's gonna go, it's
Exactly.
good.
Yeah, it is no
This
point.
way, I mean, you might as well play on the roulette table of blackjack because, I mean, everything can come up, everything can go big, or you're gonna go home completely broke. Speaking of it, let's not forget, winner of Championship Series at the end of the week, oh, they're gonna go home with a big chunk of money in their pockets. But what? But someone who is not gonna be able to think of it right now is gonna be Choco, because Bombi decided to exercise him out of this world.
That's probably the best case first pick there for the side, like Jobless. I mean, taking me off the board is unfortunate because the C4 could come handy later on, but his utility being mostly passive anyways leaves him, you know, if anyone's gonna be lost, at least it's the mute. You know, hasn't got any passive over time kind of.
Are we gonna say goodbye to
Just-
Nuxus as Bombi's gonna take
Yeah.
now his second kill, and
That's a big pick. That's a good one. I mean, we got a 5v3, 1 minute 20 on the board. But they're not. At the same time, they still have so much ways to make. I mean, it's just 3 players with, you know, still on site. I mean, they've got free chokers, kind of, a little bit, not really.
I see a claymore being placed right over there. But it's not gonna be too much bodies. Raffle will get one, but no, Sword! He's gonna capitalize. Bomba takes out Dano, finds Dano, which leaves Swarm all alone. He sees the defuse, he tried to impact, tried to deny it, but no, the defuser is planted. 1v4 grenades are flying into him. He needs to go up the stairs and shoot his way out, but there's no chance. They're all hunting him down. Bombi
I've never
takes it onto his third as well.
I've never seen it's a soulless yet. I've never seen them in playing. It's been so long since I've casted that. It's busted. Like, right, that was kind of sick to be fair. Sorry, I was just like a bit excited about that. I've never. It's been so long. But yeah, that was.
That was a roller coaster into. Well, one thing I definitely did not expect it was
Defenders,
what
protect
was
your bombs from being
this
defused by
split.
attackers.
Pretty much. Pretty afraid.
I mean, yeah, it's looking a lot closer than I was intending. But I mean, hey, like I said from the start, we do have two very good teams playing against each other right now. We've got a very aggressive, a very strategic.
There is a reason they've made it to Championship Series.
Exactly.
Well, let's get that straight, all right? It's not that we're just putting down here the last place people like on a it's not gonna be last sort of kind of thing. The walk of shame, but so far,
10 seconds remaining.
I mean, previously I was kind of like betting on Jobless, but
5 seconds left.
they seem to get much more careless on this past few times, and even like
Attackers must locate and
as soon
defuse
as
the
like
bomb.
teams pretty much figure, you could say the strat out, pretty much how they're gonna play it, it becomes a bit more trickier for them, and you can see them struggle.
Okay, we're on the round top now, and 3-3 is a very good position for Jobless to be on. It is Clubhouse, which in my opinion at least is a very defensive-sided map. But obviously that can change completely depending on how the teams do decide to play. In terms of the operator picks, we do see a very consistent line going up on the side of Jobless, almost identical to what FDM were playing. No variation realistically for Clubhouse on the side of the defensive. Again, no variation. I mean, it's Clubhouse. Strategies have been the same.
Let's put it this way. Let's put it this way, yeah? Us two, we're way too long out of the game, so we don't know what's happening. We're just here to glorify whoever is getting shot, alright? Let's carry on this one, yeah?
I mean, Clubhouse hasn't changed in the time I've been casting it. I've been casting for 4 years now. Every single... It's been reworks, but in terms of operator strategies and stuff, it's kind of the same.
I mean, I don't even know what's going on anymore. I mean, I've pretty much tapped out a couple of years ago. And I'm not
going through some...
Listen, I used to coach and shit, I used to manage, you know, I even used to fucking do the occasional Tyrell tries to qualify once in a year for Benelux type of shit. All of this, but it's all stopped, so...
Attackers have located a bomb.
I've moved on to better things.
Wait, through that waffle though, Jobless are now a man up. I'm not sure when that happened, but it happened.
Yeah, well, Dana pretty much bit the bullet quite early on, but... Like just a
minute 15 left on the board.
See, you know.
We're 2 minutes into the round now, and not too much progress being done by Jobless, but
I mean, you can see the change of pace here, definitely. I think it's now it's like this may be a bit of a tougher nut to crack than we would have thought of.
I know it's Jobless, so the second they see an opening, they are all gonna go for it. They just need that 1 millisecond of hope, where they can just run at it and do some crazy thing.
Well, running they're gonna do, and Babazora is gonna take out Swarm. The honorable 4 shots of Flying Slayer is gonna get Babazora right from the get-go. A refresh is in there. Gotcha.
I mean, 30 seconds left, even though it's a 4v3 with man advantage going into the Jobless. They're still just sitting here in bar. They can drop that hatch if they want to, but I'm sure FCM are going to predict that. Oh, this is unfortunate. 15 seconds left. Will they manage to kill everyone, or will they get the plant down? It's going to be a 1 situation. Oh my god, 1v1. 6 seconds left on the board, and there was 6 seconds left.
Jesus
Christ! My. They dropped the hatch with 15 seconds left on that timer and somehow managed to clean up. With full knowledge going to FDM of where these players are going to push from, with full intel, everything, we still see Jobless cleaning up the round because FDM just aren't winning their pole gunfights in these situations. I'm not sure if it's the pure crack that Jobless have been taking that's terrifying FDM, or if... You know, I mean, it was close. It was so close there. I can't say too much, but wow.
Damn!
It's so close. Honestly, this might actually end up going to the 3rd map, which...
Look, we're just on Clubhouse, you know? Cafe is gonna look a lot more different.
Yeah, but Cafe, realistically...
We're a lot more... We're way off more towards the kind of like, you need to know what you're doing, you need to have some sort of plan and not just go on whatever the hell is gonna get played right now.
True.
So,
there's
more chance of you know, things happening, alright? This is Clubhouse, you know?
I love Cafe. I'm so excited to cast Cafe. I love that map. What a no that map. I love Cafe. It's my favorite competitive map in the entire map pool, and I will take that to my grave. It's like such a fun map to cast,
Oh,
to
is it?
play, to coach, to analyze, to strategize. Like, love it. Great.
Oh, really?
Like, serious, no sarcasm. It's the best.
You know which map I would substitute it with?
What? I don't like Consulate. Have you seen the
Face me.
reworks?
Yeah, if those reworks are gonna come out, I'm probably gonna cry and gonna
Yeah,
go
no,
into my
do
grave.
you know, so
Speaking of going to a
grave.
grave, speaking of going to a grave, Nuxus is apparently gonna join me in the casket. But yeah, as for the meantime, looking down as Slayers is gonna watch on and up. He's gonna see Jobless passing by. They are going through and working on the floor onto the kitchen. And I believe I've lost Blixby.
Oh, have you? Oh, no, I'm still here. Sorry,
are
I
you?
a little bit of it. Hey, it's going a bit slow. I'm just enjoying the watch, you know. There's still a lot of control for the defense side. We still see them on top floor here. But yeah. Quite the kick one. There we go. The kick comes through from the side of FDM, and the second kill coming through as well. It's a 5v2 situation. We're still a minute 20 on the board. But we can see Choco in sight, and never mind, not anymore! It's a 1v5. It will be a flawless round for FDM. They have the verticals, they have the positions. Do they have the ability, though, to put this down to a flawless round? But this will be FDM's first flawless.
What is gonna be? Zaya standing by there, almost lifeless. Well,
nice
would you
shots
be
on some-
surprised if we're gonna see around 15 pop up?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be surprised. We're trading around here.
Yeah, at this rate, yes, but holy.
This is
Hey,
too close.
you could definitely say, like, you know, FDM got their confidence up. You know, they definitely are there right there, and they definitely are the counter
Attackers need to
Jobless
locate
right now.
and
And
defuse
Jobless right
bomb.
now, they need to now finally go into their scrapbook or whatever, and their I don't know, drawer of planned stuff, and need to figure out on what to do, because otherwise FDM is just gonna run away with the lead and gonna run away with the map. And let's be honest, getting 2 straight map wins in a row, just finishing up, rush them off very quickly, easily. I mean, that only helps you, and I'm pretty much gonna be. It's gonna be a sign of dominance, and it's gonna mean every other team near you. You're gonna be afraid to play against
5
you.
seconds remaining.
But yeah.
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb
I'm
and defuse
just
it.
watching to see what's going to happen right now. I have no commentation to put on this. So we see gym bedroom hold. Not really. I'm going to assume it's the same gym bedroom hold we've seen for the last 4 years. But with the addition of the operators, of course. I mean, do you see walls look reinforced? That's a bit of a variation. See something spicy going on here.
I mean, if they're gonna go through it, then they're gonna go through it. But I'm really wondering where else you're gonna put them. I mean, I'm even missing your castle. I mean, that's just my logical sense speaking, even though I hate them.
Yeah, castle, no point. I'm sure a team like these.
Attackers have dropped
know
the
that.
Yeah, team like this should not lose so much SP as Babazora would be thinking, but he's gonna be able to drop down and, well, stamp himself a bit onto the bomb side. But yeah, don't get me wrong, sitting ducks like this in one fixed position, that's just pretty much gonna aid your attacking team to be like, alright, you don't need to clear shit then.
Attackers have located a bomb.
But yeah, as the explosive jump from Choco, we're gonna be able to find some new jammers to avoid. As he looks onto the windows, some explosions happening, utility be getting cleared out. And you're gonna have a bench right there being pinged by Dano, and, well, Jobless is definitely closing in onto FDM, and appears to be that FDM Forever is he's preparing himself for the scenic route coming on later.
I'm still like, just trying to process what's going on.
Enemy tag Gemini.
We're 2 minutes in, it's still a 5v5, and we do see the Azani on significantly low health here. But in terms of just positioning, control, picks, it is pretty even now that the first pick does come out for the side of Jobless. Put them at that advantage, but only 54 seconds left on the clock. They do have to start making a schmoob on. They got some breaches open, they got another pick coming through. It's now a 5v2 situation.
Forever is gonna be able to go up, but no, he's
go.
gonna get hunted down, and Luxus going in the extra mile. You know, from one extreme to the other, you could say. We've went from very fast, very aggressive to just sitting ducks.
Yeah, I mean, from what Jobless are doing on the defense, I was expecting some like fun little rushes coming through, but they're leaving everything to the last 30 seconds to even make it the first pick in most cases, and that's not looking very great for them. They're managing to pull the rounds through, and it is working in their favour, I suppose, but it is putting FDM maybe a bit too confident. You know, haha, we've got so much time to play with. It's just save time, and I guess playing out the defensive is allowing Jobless to kind of get those picks, but I'm not sure if they're going for that mentality play here, the emotional manipulation stuff, but hey, it's 4-5. I still can't say anything. The way the attacks aren't going great. I'll be completely honest. Jobless could definitely perform better than this. I've seen them play better than this. I'm sure you've probably seen them play better than this.
Well, no. I've only just seen them just literally like they don't give a shit. They're just like, we'll just.
The last time I casted Jobless I believe on the chalet, and they absolutely demolished it. Like they were playing so aggressively on the attack and the defense, they're just completely running at them. I was kind of expecting that kind of gameplay here, but I think they've actually got some level-headedness going on. I suppose losing a couple rounds gives them that common sense.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe they were the only team that never lost a map or even draw one out.
I believe they lost one. I'm not entirely sure.
But they also, but at least FDM also lost a player on this one here right now. Is Lucas showed that an AK-12 is this big ouch.
I'm reloading.
Yeah, they got a minute off the ball, but I'm still not expecting anything.
Oh my god, the run out! No!
The run out gets nothing.
Oh no, wait!
Never mind!
No way!
Oh my gosh, that is a huge pick coming off the board. The main Hardbreach is taken out. Both Hardbreach is taken off the board. Massive picks. You still got the tin openers on the back, however, but this does give the defender such a massive advantage with that man advantage and the utility as well. They still have the breaches fully closed off. This is looking very, very good for the side of FDM. It's going to go to 5-5. I'm telling you, we're going to see some OT coming through. This is just some round trading, which is 5-5, 5-6, 6-6. Oh, it's gonna be
only time will tell, because it might be it. A Jobless is gonna go on for the full circle right there. Look at this forever. It's gonna be able to take out Slayer. Swarm is gonna go inside, trying to look for the fight, and now lose it out. Daniel taps him out of this world. It's all out to Choco. What the fuck? Trying to make it work in a 1v4. Can he do it? Well, he's gonna fight one. He's gonna get two.
I've seen this man pop off before. He will. I have faith in Choco.
It is down to Forever and Bombi to stop Choco before he's gonna able to finish his wild killing spree.
Do they have any idea? Oh, he made sound. He made sound.
Enough to be recognized, was enough to be noticed. The time is ticking away. That's gonna hurt. We're gonna see Forever lining up. He's awaiting, tries to shoot out, pre-fire a bit, the bait to run around, and no!
If he had pre-fire a second, like 2 more degrees around that corner. Oh, it's so unfortunate. That was such a close play. I also have so much faith in Choco that I've seen that man clutch up situations before, and I was fully expecting it to be one of those first 2 kills. Was so clean, the rotate was so clean. Had that control, then didn't know where he was, and then pulled free fire. Unfortunately, lost him around. It's unfortunate. That's that situation nobody expects to be winning. You know, he had the
No.
complete disadvantage. That round, they had the complete disadvantage. The second they lost their hard reaches, it was basically round over, especially on Gym Bedroom. It's really hard to get that control without the main breach being opened up, but no, it's possible, but difficult. You know, never gonna be impossible. But moving forward, we are now going back down. And if I am not mistaken, this was a round we saw
Attackers have discovered the
lost
location
in
of a
6
bomb.
seconds for the side of FDM. And they had 6 seconds left. And, you know, they got this, right? Realistically, they have this, right? They're going to hold on for 6 seconds longer, or Jobless will know to push in a couple seconds quicker. I mean,
But either way,
Insertion.
for both teams, it's now double or nothing, because none of them are going to be happy to go into overtime. And let's be honest, to drag this out onto all the way, it's... I guess none of them are going to be also be happy for it. But so either Jobless is going to be able to capitalize, make 2 quick ones, or FDM is going to show them that fun time is over. It's not time to play serious. They're going to close this out on Clubhouse and give themselves an advantage. But one thing is for sure, that after this Clubhouse, we're going to go to Cafe.
I'm excited for Cafe. I
Yeah,
like
we're
Cafe.
gonna go into a country where you basically cannot fly into it anymore really properly unless you get invited for relatives and that kind of stuff. Yeah. Let's say I'm deeply affected because my vodka supply has basically been cut off.
I mean, there's no point commentating on anything just yet. But I mean, hey, a minute into the round, it's still 5v5. I'm just waiting for the last 15 seconds to actually have something to commentate over.
So as in the meantime, we're gonna be able to work his way through the floor forever. Well,
Oh, there we go! The
knows
first
us.
pick coming round! Woo! Perfect going to the side of Jobless. They did something quicker than the first 2 minutes of the round. How exotic.
Exotic.
Yeah.
Damn. Where have you been?
Ooh. Where's who been?
Reloading.
So weird. But anyway, yeah, we see the...
I don't care. English is a stupid language.
It is.
Yeah.
No one should
Anyway.
speak English.
Yeah. Forget about it.
We should
Learn
all
it.
speak Americanish, you know, the real language. See
Oh,
oh,
yeah,
yeah,
fun.
TikToks on that matter. Anyway, it's a minute left on the board. Jobless have the man advantage. I suppose you could say too. But they need to actually push it to the side. They get the pick coming through as well. The 4v3 coming out there. So maybe Zora is able to get that kind of refocus. Oh, 2 minutes! Oh my gosh!
Well, it's worth the price.
As I'm saying, the last minute, but everything goes on. The last player is literally on a monster as they're taking out of them a little blow of the wind. This round does go to the side of Jobless. If they do win this next round, we will see the first map going to the favour of Jobless. If not, we will see this map going into overtime, I believe. I don't want to.
Match point.
I would love for this match to just go to 7-5, but hey, we have been seeing a round swap every single time. It's like they're adapting to each other so actively that it's happening round by round, round by round. And I have no idea.
If you're wondering why Blixby wants us to go on to 7-5 and not longer, she only gets paid for the cast. So if it goes down to 7 rounds, hey, that's the least amount of time she had to be on and made the most amount of
Your
money.
bombs from being defused by
I just
attackers.
want to go out. It's a Tuesday.
It's
It's a
a
nice
Tuesday.
sunny day in the UK. I want to go out.
What, the one time is actually a sun in the UK?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Never again. Never again. Oh well.
Yes, make us go on holiday. If you wanna know how it is to live life on a constant rain and clouds, and be constantly depressed because of it, then well, oh boy, you found yourself the best destination you can have.
10 seconds to
Well,
insertion.
talking about clouds, hope these teams are no longer in the clouds, and hopefully they will pull themselves through
5 seconds remaining.
win that floor hold. It's been so close every
Attackers must
round, but
locate and defuse the
unfortunately,
bomb.
FDM haven't managed to pull through. They have gone there for a 3rd time. They have faith in their strategy. They will make this work. I'm not seeing much variation in terms of their strategy, so I guess they're hoping the script works this time around. I mean, I'm sure by now Jobless are aware of what kind of strategy they go for, and they will just kind of push through it. But maybe not. Maybe we'll see something in the last minute and 30 rather than the last minute, something a bit different. But who am I to predict anything? Because nothing I've said so far has been correct.
Well, yeah, finally open the hatch. Finally put your drone down there. You know, just not do halfway. Let's see what we'll be able to scan himself out there. And well, time it right with Nuxus, and well, you're gonna find yourself a kill right now. And no, look at this forever from underneath. He's gonna go up and take away the opportunity. Nuxus will fall.
No more phone calls.
Potentially an easy double kill is now out of the window for the side of Jobless.
Oh, this is. I don't even know what to say to the predictions. I know what's going on. I mean, we're taking into control easily. I mean, we did see FDM finally get able to get that opening pick on their bottom floor hole. But they have all now retreated down to their site, I believe. So they've just given so much map control for the side of the attackers. All they have to do now is kind of push. They have it in the bag. They have lost one of their main intel providers on the Dokkaebi. They still got the IR on board. They still got the drones available. One last drone available now. They have this in the bag if they just play off of it.
You see
But
this nice Valkyrie cam?
But
Doing
FDM
all
have
nice,
yeah.
new.
The cameras are absolutely
What?
cleaning up right now.
Wait for the C4 to just jump out of there and ruin somebody's day real bad.
Oh man, I don't even.
It's unbelievable. Jibo right now working the kitchen as fast as he can, trying to open it as much as he can as well. Perhaps even find a lucky pick. Well, not gonna be able to go look down the long road to FDM. But fairly spread away and fairly tucked away in. The smoke canister not doing him any favors either on this. Getting hit as well. We see you trades coming left and right and center. It's no, the two from the side of Jobless. They're looking up to lose it. He's gonna find one, but Swarm gets taken out and leaves it on to Jibo. The camera's not gonna be able to work it out. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to overtime.
This is so close. I mean, realistically, if we're seeing the round swap every single time.
I mean, it's like table tennis.
Yeah, it's bouncing back and forth. It's like a Jobless 7, FDM 7, and then Jobless on the 8, meaning that on terms of probability, Jobless should have this in the bag. But hey, that's the only way I imagine to predict this because of the fact they are trading round for round. Otherwise, I would have absolutely no clue who this match is going to. I'm trying to start making predictions for the cafe, but based on how they're playing, I have absolutely no idea. Neither team, like, we're seeing Jobless pushing in the last minute of every match, but they are doing it effectively, so they are making use of every second they have of every round. That wish could be quite beneficial for cafe, but we're seeing it on FDM as well, the way they're playing, they're way too slow on their initial push, and then they don't really have that confidence to be able to push into these crossfires and in their gunfights. So this could be, in my predictions at least for Cafe, should go inside of Jobless just based on their entire gameplay. But also FDM seems to be quite strong at their strategies. They're quite good at their holds, quite good at their rotations back, and you know they have that utility a bit like use of ability utility quite well. So
5 seconds left.
who knows? It completely depends. But hey, we're not on Cafe just yet, so we'll leave that through. But I should have go my predictions out there just so everyone knows how psychic I am, how good I am at jinxing games.
Nah, I thought just having a stroke. Just
I'm not
like,
having a stroke. I don't talk that.
no, not quite. It's just, you know, making sure you're fine health-wise. Even though I couldn't care less, but, you know.
Oh, gee, thanks. I'm not smelling any burnt toast, so I think I'm good.
Yeah, just for the sake of whatever, in case people watching, so I can disguise myself as nothing the worst possible human out there.
That's fine. Getting rid of your point benefits how we're getting less cancelled games, but oh, we got the trade-off coming through. It's a 4-4 with a minute left on the board. Will another kill come through? Another kill comes through the side of FDM, putting this in the advantage of FDM right now. Oh, it's looking so good, but I don't even. I cannot make any predictions, even still. We still got the man Choco on board. We got Nuxus on board. We got Slayers. So they're all pretty good riders. To be fair, but these players have been shown to clutch up in previous rounds, and I have so much expectations for them. The trade-off comes through with a triple kill from Forever. Oh, you get the no, still the ace. I was still ready to hype up an ace there.
FGM taking it again.
I mean, FDM just won 2 rounds in a row. That's just ruined the ping pong.
Can they are they gonna do free? Or will they fail on this one? More Jobless here, but hell no.
The Gungeon bedroom, that has been their strongest side so far. So they have their strong side. Will we see Jobless losing damage to runouts and jumping in aimlessly? Or will we see something going on? Who knows? Find out in the next episode. Gosh.
Find out on the next episode of American Trash Bay TV.
Pretty sure nobody from this stage watches this anyway. You know, like when they do all those last bits, hype up, just try to create drama where there's basically nothing is in there. Yeah, this is what we should do, just like round counts wise and crap.
Alright, in terms of strategy, we got, the defensive side very standard again, going for that long horizontal hold. I believe they have a bit of verticals going on, not so much, but it is gym bedroom, pretty standard of a hold. If they don't change it up for anything, then I'm sure Jobless have this in the bag. But
Loading new mag.
yeah, it is Jobless. I don't know what to predict. I don't even know what to say. I have no words.
Are you afraid? Are you scared? Do I need to put the blanket over you and hug you?
No, it's okay. I got my uniform back.
Oh my goodness!
Thank
You are a proper girl.
No, I haven't got pink hair. I've got blue hair.
Oh, you have pink hair! Don't tell me that! You can't deny it!
I haven't got my kitty Krakens on right now, so you can't say that. They don't work, they're crap. Worst headphones I've ever used in my life, by the way.
I mean, you want to know what else is not working?
What?
Forever's hard, because that guy ain't pumping blood to the right places anymore.
We're a minute into the round, and Jobless do have the
Hey, we
advantage.
need to acknowledge the sad passing of what might be possible his last round.
I don't know. I have no words. We're at the minute in. It's a 4v4. Why is everything a trade-off in this game? It's wonderful to see, but at the same time, I want to know what's going on.
Well, I can definitely tell you what's going on. And that is Nuxus finding a bullet between the eyes of Rafa. Shots are flying everywhere. Pick him off right there.
Nice frag.
The rest of FPM going on as well. That was an absolute amazing shot. Slayers, the last hope. Can he do it or not?
He is concussed, but he knows where they are. Will he get the no? He will not. He trades. He trades. He does get a trade off, but unfortunate first map does. Well, fortunately, I suppose, for FDM. Very well for the side of Jobless on that map. I did not have a single prediction that entire game, so I suppose very well done for both teams.
Well,
It's very, very exciting.
An absolute amazing job back and forth. We've seen many things, and we've seen 2 flawless happens. We've seen absolute banger of rounds, people going up and people going down, catastrophically crash and burns. But in the end, FDM was able to win Clubhouse, and well, we need a bit of time to process that before we go on to Cafe. So stick around. There's still at least one more map to come, and it's the question whether FDM is going to take the W, or we going to go on to a third map. So stick around. We're going to be back in just in a couple minutes.